All right, boys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Think Different Television. We are going to go over volume. Okay, here we go. So volume is this week. So it has to do with area. So it's just pumping it up just a little bit. Now we're dealing with three-dimensional shapes. Okay, so let's take a look. Boom, here. Okay, so here's the title for today, Volume of Rectangular Prism and Triangular Prisms. Or prisms, plural. What is volume? Volume is the space inside a three-dimensional shape. So how much room is inside here? How much room is inside here? And how do we calculate that? How much room is inside a box? How much room is inside a shoebox? How much room is inside a classroom or building? Anything, etc. So the volume of a prism is the area of the base times the height. And base is usually just the bottom. So volume equals capital B times H. And capital B stands for area of the base. Copy that down. Okay. So here is a rectangular prism like this. So here is the base, or here is the base, you could say, because they are the same. Just like there's a triangular prism, because it has a triangle on it, right? So there is the one of the base, one of the base. So those bases are congruent. So it doesn't matter what base you look at. Base could be bottom if you want, times the height. So here's the height, here's the height. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So let's practice some of these. All right, so example one. Here we go. Let's draw one. So in order to draw this, I draw sort of like a parallelogram, like this. And then I draw another congruent parallelogram, or as congruent as possible, like this. And then you just connect the corresponding sides, like upper right to upper right, bottom right, bottom to bottom, and then this one to this one, like that. So it kind of looks like that. That's a little slanted, but you get the picture, right? So let's say this is 6 inches, this is 8 inches, and this is 10 inches, like that. Okay. So how do we find the volume? How much space is inside this box right now? Okay, so the volume is the area of the base times the height. Now the base in a rectangular prism actually could be any side, but let's just call it this side, the bottom right here. Or it could be the top. But the bottom is usually easier to do because it has the dimensions right there. So that is a rectangle. So it's called a rectangular prism. It's 6 times 8. So the area of the base is the length times the width, which is the 6 times 8, and then times the height. So you may see it, sorry, this is volume, my bad. So the volume, you may see it like this, length times width times height, but it's the same thing as this, area of the base times the height. So 6 times 8 is area of the base times the height. How tall is it? That would be 10. Boom, like that. So 6 times 8 is 48. 48 times 10 is 480. Okay, so how do you do the units? That's going to be inches cubed, cubic units. Because you can think of it doing 3 dimensions, length times width times height. So it's a 3-dimensional shape, so volume is to the 3rd power like that. So 480 cubic inches go into that box right there. Okay, let's practice another one. A new page, here we go. So let's say we have example 2. A triangular prism. So the way I draw this is draw a triangle, and then draw another congruent triangle, sort of closer, and then connect, like that. There you go. So then you have a triangular prism. Looks like that. And here is the base, right? Here is the base, and this is be the height, or the length, it doesn't matter. So that's the height. Okay, so let's say this is 8 inches, and this is 5 inches right here. And then this height is, let's say 7 inches, okay? So the volume of a rectangular prism is area of the base times the height, like that. Okay, so in this case, the base is the triangle. So how do you find the area of a triangle? Yeah, 1/2 base times height. Just of the triangle. Then I have to find the height of the whole thing, height of the prism. That's a different height, okay? So you got to be careful. So height of the triangle is this, height of the prism is this. So 1/2, I'm just dealing with the triangle right now. Area of the base, base is the triangle. 1/2 times 8 times 5. Okay, what is the area of that triangle? Half of 8 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so the area of this is 20. Now I multiply that by the height or the length of the entire thing, which is 7. So area of the base times the height. So that's 20 times 7, which is 140 inches cubed. There we go. Inches cubed. Cool. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's practice some, shall we? Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Number 1 and number 2. Let me make it a little bigger. Number 1 and number 2. Find the volume. Ready, set, go. All right, let's see how we did. This, oh, sorry, wrong button. Here we go. So we have this. You can draw like 2 overlapping. You need to draw it. I like to draw these so that I have them in my notes. So when I do my Friday quiz, I have the actual picture next to it. So I don't just have the work, because then I have to go looking for the picture. So 4, 4, and 5, those are the dimensions. Okie dokie. So we have 4 inches, 4 inches, and then 5 inches like that. Okay, so the volume is area of the base times the height. Capital B means area of the base. So that would be 4 times 5 times the height, which is 4. So that's 20 times 4, which is 80. Isn't it? Yeah, sorry, it's feet, my bad. So it should be feet, 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 feet cubed. 80 feet cubed. Got it. Cool. All right, one more. Here we go. Let's do the triangle. Let's see if you got the triangle right. All right, so here it is. Drawing the triangle. Oh, it's a right triangle. Cool. And then you have another right triangle. Oh, wrong button again. So you have 5, 12. And then I'm going to draw another right triangle like this, sort of overlapping. But it's congruent, so like that. And 5, 12, and the other side is 9, right? 9 meters. 9 meters. Okay, so volume is area of the base times the height. So area of this base is the triangle right here. So that's 1/2 base times height. And then this other base right here, so the other height of the prism right over here. Okay, so that's going to be 1/2 the base of the triangle. I'm just focused on the triangle right now, of 12 times the height, which is 5, times this other, so that's the triangle, times the height of the whole thing, the whole prism, which is 9. The height or the length could be the same thing. So half of 12 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So 30 is the area of the triangle, times 9, which is the height of the whole thing. 30 times 9 is 270 meters cubed. Great job. Okay. 2 more. Let's practice. See number 4 and 5. Do number 4 and 5. What is the volume of those 2 prisms? Go. All right, good work.